Encouragement. And if you're going to college, a lot of students are heading back to college or this time of the year. And if you're going to college, a young student, and you need encouragement, and a lot of students do need that, it could be a scary time. It could be a time of uncertainty because you're leaving home and you're going somewhere new, maybe out of state. Maybe not. Maybe you're not going out of state, but you're still going to college in your local area. But it's certainly a new chapter in the life for a young man, a young lady going to college, and you need encouragement, and you need people in your family encouraging you, letting you know that you're going to be okay, that you're going to make it, saying that you're intelligent, you're very bright, you have a great mind, and you have a lot of potential in you to succeed in life at whatever you decide to do. And yeah, everybody needs encouragement. I know when I was going to college, I didn't have it. The world seemed like it was a big world out there going to college. I didn't have the encouragement that I wanted. But my family loves me and they want the best for me. But some people don't know how to encourage you because they never had it themselves. And I come from a good family. But if you're young and you're heading to college and you may have feeling anxiety right now, maybe you're putting on a brave face, but you're scared inside. And I was in the store earlier, in the dollar store, and a husband and wife was in front of me talking about their daughter heading off to college. And the father was saying, well, what's the big deal with these cards? One says congratulations, and other things were saying words of encouragement. And the mom was saying that it is a big deal. She's going to college and she needs encouragement, and she's going out into a big world, a whole new chapter in her life, a big world, and she might be feeling anxiety. I don't know where her confidence level is in her life. Hopefully she's a confident young lady. And if she's not, she needs encouragement. Saying that, baby, I believe in you. You can do it. You're intelligent. You're smart. You're bright. You have a bright future. And the parents can mean well. I don't know how much the dad poured into her as far as telling her when she was a little girl, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're bright, you're unique, you could do anything. I don't know if the father did that for her, instilling that in her. I don't know if maybe the mom is the one that does that, gives the reinforcement, gives the encouragement. But yeah, if you're going to college, you need words of encouragement, saying that you can do it, that you're bright, you're smart, you have a brilliant mind, you can succeed at anything that you want to do. And when I was in back of the husband and wife in the line, I was saying, yeah, I know when I was going to college and I wasn't really ready, and it was a big world, and it's not that I didn't think I can do it, but my self-confidence wasn't, I don't believe it was really high, but there was a level of self-confidence, and there are levels of self-confidence, whether you have low self-confidence, medium self-confidence, or high self-confidence. And you can never have enough self-confidence in your life. So whether you're talking to yourself with affirmations to build yourself up with so many books out there in the internet, or whether you're getting reinforcement from your family from maybe a high school teacher, maybe a mentor, or a best friend or someone. You need to encourage yourself, and you can never have enough self-confidence. And a lot of young people don't have self-confidence. There's some that do, but a lot of young people are trying to find their way. They believe that they can go to college and complete it, but their self-confidence is not going through the roof. They're young, so their minds are still developing. So they need reinforcement, whether they're talking to themselves, reading a book, or whether their families telling them how great they are, how special they are, whether a friend's saying that. Maybe it's, I don't know if they're, maybe the high school teacher did give them reinforcement, or somewhere in their life that they're going to be okay. But yeah, and I was, just talking to the lady and the husband in front of me and saying, yeah, she needs that. So who knows where her self-confidence is at? And I'm sure she's excited about college, but she needs that reinforcement, because when you go to college and you're trying to, you're taking your courses and you're trying to pass them, there's a lot of anxiety about, your courses and studying. And it's all about self-belief, believing in yourself, believing that you can pass your courses and get through college. And you need self-confidence, affirmations, and reinforcement saying that you can do it. And there's a lot of students that go to college and they feel lonely. They might have maybe connecting to a friend and new friends, but maybe they're not feeling good inside that they can succeed. And that's why some of them do lose their desire in school, or don't, go to their classes, and they fall back, and, they decide maybe college is not for them. And as they get older, they might have regret that they should have stayed in college, but, their reinforcement wasn't there as far as people telling them they can do it. I know some parents are hard on their children and they stay on them because they want them to have a better life. There's parents out there like that. You don't want to be too hard on them, but you do want to push them, but a lot of college students lose their desire, and they lose that energy for wanting to stay in college, because they just don't have the mindset to stay in there. And there's a lot going on, maybe in their life, maybe at home, maybe problems, and just things they need to deal with inwardly for their own mental and emotional well-being, to keep a healthy mind and to stay positive. And I was just saying to the it's just a different world out here when I was talking to the husband and wife in the dollar store, and I was like, yeah, it was a scary time for me. And I just didn't believe that I could finish, or I just didn't have the desire, and the self-confidence wasn't there. And I hope it's there for this young lady. And even when you are a parent, just because they're 18, 19, you never stop being a parent. I mean, you're sure you've done your job as far as raising them, feeding them, making sure they have clothes, and making sure they have the proper home to live in, and giving them love. But you never stop being a parent. And some parents think their job was over with when their son and daughter is 18 years old, and it's not. Being a parent is a lifelong job. And I hope at least the mom is pouring into the young lady that you're going to be okay, that you can do it. I believe in you, and you're going to be very successful in college, and you could do anything that you put your mind to do. And I hope the father is doing that, but if he's not, maybe he'll take a page out of his wife's book to reinforce it and encouraging her, because when you don't have that self-confidence there and faith in yourself, you can drop out of college. And I wish I would have had that when I was younger. because that determines you finishing college. And you do want to, if you don't have that self-confidence there, you do want to give up. You do want to give up and say, maybe college is not for me. And it's not for everybody, but college is for some people. And a lot of people do graduate from college, but you need that self-confidence and that reassurance, and because the anxiety is going to be there when you're preparing to, go away to college. And you need that reinforcement from your mother, from your father. If not from your mother or father, maybe the young lady needs it from, or a young man needs it from their aunt, their uncle. Maybe a brother is the older brother is the one that takes on that role. Maybe the mother and father's not there, or an older, a sister. Because that's a big part of succeeding in life, is having self-confidence and believing in yourself. Sure, you might have your bouts in your life of your self-confidence is high and is medium. Maybe you really got hurt and discouraged and your self-confidence is low, but you have to build yourself right back up, because a big part of being successful in life is having self-confidence, even in the adversities of your life, so you can make it. So I hope that young lady is getting reinforcement from her mother. And I think her mother do see my point when I was in back of her and they were talking about the young daughter is preparing for college. She was saying, she needs that reinforcement. Exactly. So you understand what I'm saying? Because the dad was saying, well, what's the big deal with these cars? And his one said congratulations, another one said another thing. But she needs that. That's going to stay with her, that those words, those encouraging words on a card. She'll look at them from time to time if she keep them in a folder or something, or over the years, and hopefully she won't lose that, because that's a part of reinforcement, love to her, self-love to her, the mother and father loving her, reinforcement and love to her that she can do it, that she can make it, because it's not easy, and there's no guarantee that she's going to finish college, with life's ups and downs. But I pray and hope she does finish college. And self-confidence is the key when these young ladies are going off to school, young men, or even if you're older, and you're older, maybe in your 40s or 50s, and want to go back to college, or maybe want to learn a trade. You need that self-confidence and belief in yourself that you can do it, because a lot of people don't know how to do that. Give you that self-confidence. And if you have a friend or someone in your family, or however you get your self-confidence from social media, a motivator to encourage you, whoever you get it from, whether it's books, you're being your mentor, you need it. Maybe it was a high school teacher that reinforced that over 4 years, that you can do it, I believe in you. That goes a long way. And I hope the young lady does get all the reinforcement, all the love from her mother and father, all the love from the people who's going to come in her life, a professor to encourage her and see her potential and the greatness in her, and that she can succeed and be a success. Self-confidence is the key, because life is not easy, and you can have your ups and downs, and whether it's problems in your family, whether it's financial problems, and just things that try to weigh you down with the heaviness of just life and worrying about stuff, and that affects your self-confidence too. But you have to keep it up, saying that God's gonna make a way. I will finish college. God will provide all my need according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. Like I said, I didn't have that. And, and I wish I had that in my life. But getting older, and you get wisdom, and you look back at your life, and your life experiences is knowledge and wisdom to someone else that they can make it. A man or a woman, Your life experiences and your knowledge and is key to helping them. What you fail to do, you can help someone say, look, you can do it, And as long as you got breath in your body and you got your right mind, you can always go back to college. You can always go learn that trade, whatever you decide to do, whether you don't go to college or learn a trade, whatever you're pursuing. Everybody don't have to go to college to succeed or learn a trade. It's great to do that, to get a good job and to come out on top. But there's all kinds of ways that you can be successful. Whether you go to college, whether you learn a trade, you have to have that self-confidence and that belief in yourself that you can do it, that you can make it, that you are going to be successful, and that you have a brilliant mind, and that you're going to be a person who changes lives and make an impact in people's lives, because all of us as people need that. And I pray the best for the young lady, as far as when I was in the store talking to the parents, that she will succeed in making and that you can never have enough self-confidence and reinforcement and enough affirmations. You always need that that ammunition, the power of your words, so you can succeed at finishing college, learning a trade, wherever you're working at. Maybe you're just working a regular job and it's a big company, and you can move your way up and be successful, and there's room for advancement. It's just believing in yourself that you can do it. Wherever you are in life, whatever goal you have, whatever dream you have, you can do it. You can change your life around. You can renew your mind with affirmations from great thinkers and encouragement from the Word of God. You can do it. You can make it. You can overcome anything, and you can succeed at what you want to do. So I wish the young lady well who's going to college. And she seems like, as far as she has a good mom and a great dad there, and that they can be an impact for as long as they're on this earth as parents, and they can be an impact in her life, because your job is never over just because your son or daughter is 18 years old. It's a lifelong commitment to being there for your children, being there for your son, being there for your daughter. Yeah, and that's all I wanted to share. And confidence is the key in everything to succeeding in your life. And I pray everybody has a great evening, and I pray that God will continue to keep you, and God will continue to bless you, and just pour blessings into your life. And with God, all things are possible, and that He will always work in your favor to bring you out on top. Blessings.